All right, so we just figured out how to fire off these custom automations. And like I said, it's really up to you and your imagination on what your automations can do. They can do anything. Common automations that I use, I really like to trigger out phone calls whenever, I have leads come in and they go out and they visit one of my pages. I like to trigger a phone call and get on the phone live with them while they're looking at my offer. And that's been great to actually help me increase my conversions, is by actually just having their phone number. When they go out to my webpage, then boom, just hit them with the sales bridge, which gets me on the phone and gets them on the phone. And I can literally be talking to them live while they're on my page. But since we're going over those automations, I just want to show you this other thing inside here in Magic Zap, all right? And this parameter here. So what I want you to know about this parameter here is this parameter is essentially like a logical gate on whether or not your automation should fire, all right? So I'm gonna kind of show you how this works, all right, and kind of give you a little explanation. So this is Magic Zap, and this is Zapier that we just saw, all right? So how these parameters work right here is essentially whatever parameters that you put in here, they become a logical gate between Magic Zap and Zapier, okay? So essentially, you've got a web page, and on that web page, you've got your Magic Zap script installed on that web page. So what's going to happen is that web page is going to send all the data that it gets to Magic Zap. Now, how does Magic Zap know if it wants to send the data to Zapier yet? Well, it's from these parameters right here. You can see how mine is empty, how I don't have any parameters right there, which means there is no logical gate for me. What that means is there is no logical gate for me. That means that I lost my pen, sorry. What that means is that all data is going to Zapier. That means that every time somebody comes to my landing page, that data is going to get sent to Zapier. My custom automation is going to fire off every single time. All right. Now, what if my custom automation is, okay, I want to fire a phone call. Whenever somebody comes to my web page, my automation is going to fire a phone call. Well, what I probably want to do is I probably want to add a gate right here. And I probably want to go into this param and say, hey, I want there to be a phone number. If there's a phone number, then send this data to Zapier. If there is no phone number, then do not send this data to Zapier, because I'm not going to be able to make a phone call because I don't know the person's phone number. In order for me to make the phone call, I need to know the person's phone number. So these parameters right here, what they do again is they act as a logical gate for Magic Zap to decide when do I send this data to Zapier and fire off my custom automation. All right. So going with that example that I said, if I just put in here phone, all right. So again, I just want to show this to you. I'm going to go, you see right here is Alex Steven right here. And if I come in here and click me, you can see that John Vaughn is going to pop up right here. All right. Once this page actually loads up, then you're going to see that John Vaughn popped up right there. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to click on that guy again. And then you're going to see that John Vaughn has popped up there again. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop that from happening. I'm just going to come in here and say phone. All right. I'm going to say phone needs to exist. All right. I'm going to add that guy in there. I'm going to edit my Zap. So now what's going to happen is now Magic Zap expects to see a phone. So I'm going to click that. And if you look in here, you do not see any phone. There is no phone here. Okay. So there is no phone parameter. So if you look in here, there has not been another John Vaughn added. And you will see no one else will get added here now. There, you will see that no matter, you guys can go in and click this link as much as you want, and it will not come in here. Okay. If I refresh this page and refresh this page, you can see nothing is coming in here. If I refresh this page, nothing is coming in here. But now if I come in here and I say and phone equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then now if I come in here, you'll see a new John Vaughn has popped in there. that new John Vaughn has popped in there. Why that new John Vaughn has popped in there? Because now there is a phone, that phone does exist, and that has been the logical gate to decide on whether or not to send my automation. So that's what this parameter does. These parameters determine when to send, when to trigger your automation in Zapier. Okay, so those are like logic gates that decide, should I trigger this automation? Should I not trigger this automation?